today we thought we would sit down and do a parents Q&A. That is what we're going to call it, isn't it?
Because we're real parents. So do you forget that?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, no, I actually do.
I do. Like 3 years in, I still forget like I'm a
No,
dad.
do you know what I find weird is when we like look at Nels, like if she has conversations with us, I look at her and I think like she's actually like ours. Like it is weird. Like when you compare us to our parents.
And like saying like she's gonna be 3 in like a few weeks and saying like I've got a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Just makes me feel like I'm about 35 and I'm like not even 25 yet, but
yeah, that is just where we had her young, I guess. Yeah, so we've got a variety of questions. We put a little question box over on Instagram. I'll pop my Instagram name here, so if you guys want to get involved in that sort of thing, that is where we like put the question boxes out. So yeah, we've got quite a few questions. We'll try our best. Are we in the middle? We'll try our best to get through as many of them. So should we just start straight away? So
can we read them out?
Yeah.
Because you're going to be answering most of them.
No, you've got to get involved.
Yeah, but if it's like about labour and stuff.
We actually ain't filmed a video like this in ages, have we?
No, we ain't. I've not been in a video in ages, I don't think.
Have you not? Oh, Russ is still alive, guys.
Still here, by the way.
Why does it take you so long to
So
read
I'm trying,
that?
I don't know how to pronounce that word. Deprivation, is it?
Sleep oh, I don't
Is the lack of sleep that bad? I don't think I could cope. But it actually says sleep deprivation. But lack of sleep, I think she means.
We're actually well bad. Do you know what? You actually do forget. Well, basically, Ross slept like a baby the whole time.
No, the answer to this question is you can't, like one person can't answer this question because
yeah, no.
every single baby, like one baby might just sleep through.
Yeah, like all babies are so different.
And yeah, one might have you up like every hour, every half an hour, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I found that like at the time of Nelly being like newborn, I remember people saying to me, especially like the older generation, they were sleeping through from a week old, and like you just think surely they wasn't, because my baby is up every like 2 hours. But I think they just forget of that like initial newborn stage. I remember Nelly being up every 2 hours for like about a month, but I did breastfeed her, and I think there is a difference between breastfeeding and formula feeding. I feel like they do sleep through a bit easier when they are formula fed. I don't know definitely, but that's just like from what I've heard. But yeah, it is bad, and I think that is why the newborn stage is like so hard, because you haven't got like the sleep to be able to cope with it. But apart from that, that is...
You do actually get used to it though, like less sleep, didn't you?
Ross makes me laugh when he talks about this.
You got used to it.
Yeah. Because Ross honestly did just sleep. Like you can't...
I was up like sometimes.
Yeah. But just like...
If she was really screaming, it'd wake me up.
But just to have a look and then you'd go straight back asleep. But Ross couldn't physically do anything. Like it was me feeding
I did have work,
her,
so
and and obviously Ross went to work and stuff.
I couldn't like make a bottle or anything. There was no bottles or anything. It was just you and a boob, wasn't it? So,
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't actually do anything if I was awake anyway.
Well, you could have like changed her bum. Maybe if I got an extra 10 minutes. Yeah, no, but I'm that sort of person anyway. Like, I'd rather just get on with it and do it. If like Nelly was formula fed, then trust me, like Ross would have been waking up in the night. You would have, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you would have?
Yeah.
I don't think you actually would.
Probably. So, what's the answer? Summarise it. Yeah, it's bad, but you get used to it, I'd say.
Yeah, and it doesn't...
You just get through it.
And what you need to think, like our best friends have not long just had a baby, and what we kept saying to them was it doesn't last long, and you generally do forget. Like, even though I'm saying about it was bad, but you generally forget like how sort of bad it was at the time. Like, at the time it feels like your whole life has changed, you've not got any sleep, you have like little breakdowns, but it is honestly fine. Like, you get over it. And they end up sleeping.
Why did you choose the name Nelly? You can answer this one.
So Nelly's name came from... So my great nan passed away, I think a year prior. What was a year? Yeah, she passed away a year prior, and her name was actually Helen, but her nickname was always Nell. And I've always liked the name, because remember Billy Fair's daughter is called Nelly, and I've always liked the name. And then when my nan passed away, like, I just knew that that would be what we would call our little girl. So yeah, that is where the name comes from. But we actually just call her like No all the time. And if you call her Nelly,
she goes, no, it's Nunu.
Yeah, she will like correct us and say it's Nunu. Sometimes she says, like, if you say what's her name, she'll sometimes say like Nelly Bliss. But
I think when she's older, she might actually change her name for real to Nunu.
No, she won't.
She likes it.
Yeah, but that's like babyish, ain't it? Do you think we'll actually call her New for ages?
Yeah.
I
Like,
do
when
sometimes
you
say
stop?
Nels.
Yeah.
I think it will be Nels, like, as she gets older. But I think she'll always be like new to us.
Or if she's being naughty, it's Nelly.
Yeah.
Get on that naughty step. Next one. What was your birth experience like? How was Ross when you were giving birth?
I would say the birth experience was actually fine. Like, it wasn't as bad as like what you hear. I know some people, like, this is the thing as well, every birth is like so different. But yeah, the birth was fine. Like, it was a natural birth. I just had gas and air, and I think I was actually in labour for like 24 hours because my waters broke the night before. But I was only in active labour for about 5 hours, I think.
So you was due to be induced, weren't you, like 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
But she was born at 7 o'clock in the morning. So like an hour before she was actually born.
Yeah, so
But
I started...
if she didn't come, you was going to be induced.
Yeah, so I started getting contractions, like proper contractions, I think, at 1 o'clock in the morning. I think it was about that, and then I went to hospital at 4, and then she was born at 7. So yeah, it went pretty quickly actually. And Ross was absolutely fine. It was like a running joke in like our family with our friends that Ross was going to pass out when I was giving birth, because Ross passes out at
I was odds on basically to pass out. Like, I'd have even put money on it, to be fair.
Did you generally think you was gonna? But I think it's more people telling you that you was gonna.
It was more like, I thought there was a good chance I could, but then I thought I wouldn't at the same time.
Yeah, because basically Ross passes out at like, basically like random thing. Well, not random. Like, before I got my teeth out, we was really young, weren't we? How old was we? We was only together like a year or two, yeah, like 15, and I had to go and get my teeth out before I had braces, and Ross passed out while I was getting my teeth out, so I think...
Like, watch it.
Yeah, and yeah, like, so Ross just passed out, like, things with like pain and stuff, it's not even, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, you just, he gets hot and then he passes out. So yeah, we all thought that he was going to, like, I was honestly, like, after giving birth to Nelly, I remember just seeing him go like white. And I went, Ross, you need to sit down. Like, I was worried about him while I was getting stitched up.
So next one, the best thing about being a parent.
I'd say there's like loads of different things, would you? What do you think
there
the
is,
best
there's
thing?
obviously loads, but I'll just say how much she actually makes us laugh.
Yeah,
we
she
actually
does.
just crack up. Like, at her,
Especially
with her.
now.
Yeah, like, she's just so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, do all parents think their own kid's funny?
Yeah, probably. No, but everyone laughs.
Would anyone else laugh?
No, they do. Our family and friends do, but...
Yeah. No, she is funny.
Yeah, no, she is. Like, she knows, she's so clever as well. Like, she knows exactly what she's doing, which sometimes can be a nightmare, because we, like, literally pull our hair out sometimes, because how clever she is. Like, she knows exactly what she's doing. I would say the best thing for me is... probably, like, how much that she loves us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's weird, but the love that she has for us, that you just know that she loves us so much. And I think that it's also like a scary thought as well, that like she needs us. Do you know what I mean? Like, she couldn't do anything without us.
Yeah.
So even when she's being naughty and you just want like 5 minutes, but then she asks for juice, like, you literally just, you just think like, go away a minute, but you just have to do it.
Right, so next one is, what age have you found the hardest?
What age do you think?
I can't remember what age it was, but I know she's been naughty like the last few days or whatever, but before this, there was a stage, but was it just before she turned 2?
2, yeah. It was.
So I remember people saying like terrible 2s, and she weren't even 2 yet. I think it's when she was 18 months. Yeah, she couldn't talk.
Yeah,
and
that was hard.
Just frustrating, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she was slow at walking and talking, I think. So she just used to get the hump.
No,
she was, wasn't she?
No, she walked. That's the thing, you literally forget. Like, it was only like a year and a half ago, but we forgot.
It was after
her first birth. Yeah, it was like she was basically walking her first birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that is late. I don't know if it is, but I don't think it is. But yeah, talking she was late.
Yeah.
It was her second birthday, and as you guys would probably know, like, she couldn't talk, and then all of a sudden, like, I remember going for a, not going, but it was a 2-year check over the phone, like a health check, and it's all about like speech and hearing and all things like that. And I said to her, I am a little bit worried, like, she isn't putting sentences together, like, she wasn't at all, was she? And then,
no, it was like mum, dad and all that, wasn't it? But
yeah.
It weren't like, on the thing it was like, can she say 4 words, like a 4-word sentence?
Yeah.
Which she weren't doing, was she?
No. And yeah, like, we was a little bit worried, just because I think you constantly compare like your child to other children around you, and that was the other thing, like, I didn't have many children around me, only like my nephew that's like 8 months older than Nelly. So yeah, you do that as well, which obviously is a totally wrong thing to do, but it's completely natural. But yeah, then all of a sudden she just started talking, and now we can't shut her up.
She just says literally everything now.
Yeah, literally.
Right.
What did she say to you earlier when I was upstairs and you went, what? Oh, batteries.
The batteries have come out.
The thing she comes out with. What was the question? Yeah, so for me, I would probably say, yeah, that the same age as you.
Yeah, when she couldn't talk and used to get the hump.
Yeah, like, even though there are days like now that are hard, but I think that is just because, not that she's bored because we go out for walks and do things, but I think she just needs like more entertainment now. But obviously once we can go out again, like, that'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, but now, like, you can have time on your own, like, she can just play on her own. Whereas back then it was like...
Yeah, like, Nelly goes through phases. Some days she's happy to play on her own, play with her toys while you're getting on with stuff, and then like just have like, sometimes when she needs like your full attention, but other days like Nelly needs my full attention all day, didn't she?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
So someone said, what is Nelly's routine?
So, well, she varies with what time she wakes up. I'd say about 7:30.
Yeah, it's between, any time between, I'd say 7 and 8:30, I'd say.
Yeah, but that is quite a big gap, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's like what she does, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, any time between 7 and 8:30. And then, so like, we wake up, she has breakfast. She isn't actually like a straight away eater. She always, like, more lately, isn't she? Like, before I'd come downstairs straight away with her, make her a breakfast and she'd eat it, but now she says no. So we do like leave it a little while, and then she has her breakfast, she plays, and Nelly doesn't have any naps anymore. So it's normally, she just like plays all day, does whatever we're doing in the daytime, and then she now goes to bed around about 6:30, 7 o'clock. We try our best to get her to bed at 6:30, but sometimes like, if we're busy and stuff, then it doesn't happen. But yeah, we do try, don't we, to get her to bed. But Nelly, like, when she was, so it's only been, how long do you think since she only had a nap? It's been a good few months, ain't it? Oh really? No, she had naps last summer. Yeah, it's been a good few months. Nelly hasn't had a nap, but before, like, Nels would have like a 3-hour nap in the day, and I can't actually believe how much I took that for granted. Like, that was so good, wasn't it?
It was good, but then at the same time it restricts you obviously from going out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, that is, I think we will benefit from it much more when we can like go out on days out and stuff, because before we'd always like stress about a nap, wouldn't we?
Or like if she skipped it, she'd be like just agging, wouldn't she?
But now, if it gets to like 6:30, 7 o'clock and we're like out and about or something, and she just wants to go to bed, doesn't she? She needs to. Yeah,
that's the thing. When she had her nap, she could stay up till, like, if she needed to, like 8, 8:30, and she was alright, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Because she had that nap. But now it's like she can't really stay up. The next one is, how long did you breastfeed for? So
I breastfed from, I think it was till about 6 months. Nelly was 6 months old. Yeah, the reason for stopping, it wasn't. For some reason, I always said I would stop at 6 months, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah. But I don't know why, because now I think I would do it longer. Like if we was to have another one, like if I could, I think I would do it a bit longer. But the only reason we did stop was because Nelly like wouldn't take from a bottle. And I remember at the time it just getting like a lot, because obviously she was eating like so much more. She was obviously eating her food as well. And I think I was like ill or something. I had like a water infection, and I just like had like a panic that if I was to go into hospital, then like she just wouldn't feed, because she just wouldn't feed from a bottle, would she?
No.
And like if we was going out, we went to the cinema once, didn't we? And we had to come home so I could feed her, just like to get a bit of like our life back. I think we decided to change over to formula. So yeah, and she actually transitioned like really well with it, didn't she? Yeah. In the end we had to basically teach her how to drink out of a bottle. We ended up using these bottles called, I think they're called Minby. There's like £20 for a bottle, but it's basically exactly like a nipple, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's quite good.
With it, isn't she?
Yeah.
The next one is, do you think you bring Nelly up the same way your parents brought you up?
I think some ways, like in some ways I've definitely got like my mum's ways, because I got brought up, obviously like my dad was in my life and stuff, but I just like remember like my mum like bringing me up. I think I've definitely got some ways, like my mum is so soft even now, like with my little sister, she's so soft, and I think I do have them ways, but I do think I'm a bit more stricter than she was.
I think it's hard to tell at this age, because obviously we don't know
how they was with us,
how they was when we was 3, so
yeah,
do you know what I mean? But you can kind of tell.
Yeah, I think you are probably like how your mum was. I don't know, because when your mum talks, it's like she was like quite strict, but I don't think you're that strict.
Can you see that on there?
What the hell?
Oh, that's well horrible, isn't it?
Basically, we've got a ring light, I don't know if you can see it, and it's just started like really flashing.
Oh, that is horrible.
We're gonna have to turn that off.
Change it. Oh,
Oh, it's the other one.
Oh. It's worse without that one on.
Right guys, if the lighting's changed, we've just had to turn one of the lights off because it just started going all mental on us. Oh, we look well different now.
That's alright, they'll bear with us.
Yeah, if we ain't got many questions to go. Yeah, so do you think you bring Nelly up, hey? You got brought up?
Yeah, I probably would say similar, I guess.
Yeah, I think, do you think with like my mum, I've probably got some of my mum's ways.
Yeah, like you're more like your mum and I'm more like my mum, but then we're both not exactly like them.
Yeah, we both do our own little thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, is Nelly a good eater?
What would you say?
Yeah, like I think compared to like you with kids that won't eat nothing and stuff like that, like she is good. She has to be in the mood for it, I'd say. Yeah,
like she has to be hungry as well. Apart from chocolate, obviously kids have to be hungry, but she doesn't eat chips, and I find that quite strange.
Or any potato.
Yeah, well, shepherd's pie she'll eat, like if you mix in with gravy.
If it was just sausage and mash, she wouldn't eat mash.
No, it's really hard actually.
Don't eat roast potatoes.
No, well she went for a stage of eating them, didn't she? The goose fat ones.
Yeah, but she just fakes it, like she don't actually like it. It's just because we was calling them baby potatoes. And she was eating like... Yeah. She has ate McDonald's chips as well, and she goes, I love these, and then she just... Next time she won't eat them.
She's just winding
Do you know what it is though? I think she loves the nuggets so much that she wants more nuggets.
Yeah.
So like, if she doesn't want to do something in that moment in time, so like, say she didn't want a bit of chocolate, she'd go, I don't like chocolate.
Yeah, she does.
When like, she loves chocolate, but she just means like, she don't want it now.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what she does with chips, but every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, because she loves nuggets, doesn't she?
Yeah, like she just wants more nuggets.
Yeah, like so she would eat like 10.
If I don't eat any chips, I'll get more nuggets.
Yeah.
Which basically is working, I think.
It does work, doesn't it? Yeah, but apart from that, she is actually like a good eater. Like she eats fruit, she eats some veg, not all veg. But I think that's just a kid thing. Yeah, like she eats like yogurt and... Yeah, she is quite good.
She's quite
cereal,
good, yeah.
Wheat Bix, Reddies. Yeah, she loves meat.
That's like the main thing that she loves.
Yeah.
Like she loves ham.
Oh, she loves ham.
Chicken.
She literally eats like ham at the pack. She gets it from Ross.
Yeah.
Like to me, that is just vile, but they literally love it.
That's nice. Next one. How do you discipline Nelly when she's being naughty? To be honest, we can't. Really, like...
Don't
try. No, but innit, really,
do you know what? We actually just wing it.
What can you actually do? Because they literally don't care.
No, no, but she used to, but now she don't, does she? I think she listens to me more than she does you.
Yeah.
She does, doesn't she? Like, for some reason, if Ross tells her off, she gets wound up.
And she just does the opposite.
She does. Like, he'll say, sit down on the naughty step, she'll keep getting up. So he, like, held her there just so she would sit there, and she just screams, doesn't she? But then I'll come over and say, right, Nelly, you've got to sit there.
And she just sits there.
And she just sits there. But yeah, no, I think maybe where you, I don't know, maybe my voice is a bit more stern.
It's not.
It must be.
No.
Or maybe,
really shouted at her.
oh yeah, maybe where I'm calmer then. That might help. But yeah, we use the naughty step. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. She will sit there, won't she? After a while.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does sit there, and she does sort of then say like sorry and that. Like, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she'll always say sorry.
So she is, yeah, she is good. But yeah, we do like the naughty step, or that's all. We don't really do anything else, do they? What else do we do?
We say like...
I actually think we're a bit of a pushover, to be honest, sometimes.
What do we do?
Look, I feel bad telling her off, because some days I feel like all I'm doing is telling her off, because some days she's a little brat, and I just think, Nelly, I don't want to be telling you off all day. Sometimes I say to her, Nelly, you're going to make mummy sad because I keep having to tell you off, and she just goes, okay. I said it to her, was it yesterday? I said, Nelly, you've just got to stop. And then
I feel like she just has to get it out of her system, and then she's fine.
Yeah.
Like, she'll literally scream for a couple minutes, and then she's good for the rest of the day. Like, most of the time.
Yeah, no, that is actually what it's like.
That's what it's like. It's like one tantrum, not even every day. But
no, like today she's feeling as good as a gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think kids do just go through them phases, don't they?
Then every time, like, if anyone's ever had her, they've never said she's been naughty.
No, literally, apparently she is an angel. But she is so good. Like,
you know what it is? I reckon she's just allowed to do what she wants.
Yeah, no, that is exactly what it is.
So she's going to be an angel, isn't
and
she?
do you know what? I think with that is where other people do let her just do what she wants, or say if she... What things does she do naughty? I'm trying to think.
She just, like... If you tell her...
Disobedient.
Yeah, she just doesn't do what you say.
Yeah, like, I'll say,
fully understands
can you sit on my lap so I get her trousers on? She'll lay on the floor. Like, do you know what I mean? That is what she does. And I'm like, no, Nelly, like, sit up and I'll put your trousers on. No, lays on the floor. Then I start getting wound up, and then I have to shout. But I don't want to shout about getting her trousers on. So yeah, then we do the naughty step, then she screams. Yeah.
She kicked off about going for a walk.
Yeah.
Like, she does it quite a few times. Don't want to go for a walk, want to stay home, and then she has the best time out on a walk.
She goes, yeah, and then she like says that she loves it out. So yeah, she's just a bit of a brat sometimes, but I think all kids are.
Alright, so we're gonna do 3 more. The first one is, how did you find becoming parents at such a young age? How old was he? Like 19 and 20, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think, yeah, I was 19 when, like, gave birth to Nelly, but I was 20 literally, like, 2 days. Nelly's birthday is 2 days before mine. So, yeah. So, was 18 falling pregnant? I was 18, you was, no.
No.
19.
Yeah. You'd have just turned the 19.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so obviously to some people, like, that is, yeah, it is young, isn't it?
Sounds young now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, but I don't
No,
know.
but I don't think it sounds that young compared to, like, some people. Like, my mum actually had my brother at 15. So, like, when I think young, I think, like, that sort of age. And I don't think we was ever your typical, like, 19-year-olds. Like, I never felt like I was 19.
Yeah, that's the thing. And we was obviously together, like, what, 6 years, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
You fell pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's, like, totally different. If you're, like, 19, you're only with someone, like, 6 months, then, like, you've got to think about it. But, like, to us...
like, we already basically lived together, didn't we?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we did, didn't we? We was always together. So yeah, we didn't find it like hard at all. Like we really took, and everyone says this, like we really took to parenting well, I think. Like it just come natural to me and to you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't find it hard. Did you find it hard?
No.
No?
So have you both always wanted children?
Yeah, I always have. I've always known that I like wanted to be a mum, I think. Like I've always felt that that's like how my life would be, being a mum. And you've always wanted, like we've always spoke about it as well, haven't we? Like ever since we've been young, we always, how many did we always used to say? 4?
4, yeah.
No, we don't even know if we will have another one. Yeah, we always used to say 4, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like
Before you had any.
We was mental.
Yeah.
Right, we'll do the last one.
So the last one, do you find it expensive being parents?
More so now than ever.
Yeah, I'd say this is the most expensive age so far.
Yeah, like I think that is what happens. Like as they get older, the more expensive they get. Only because I feel like they're constantly growing as well. Like I know kids, like babies constantly grow, but baby clothes are like cheaper.
No, but with newborns, like you have a bulk of stuff to buy, but you get so much like help from friends and family, don't you?
Yeah, and
cards,
you buy it before. So like we pre-bought
true.
clothes up until nearly, like we had 9 to 12 month clothes, like before she was even born. Yeah, like 12 to 18.
Yeah.
But we still like obviously bought stuff as we went.
Yeah, not a full wardrobe.
Yeah, but we did have it like excessive amounts of clothes.
Yeah, so I suppose if we'd done that now, like, imagine we just started buying 6 or 7.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like 5 to 6.
Yeah, that's mental. Why did we do that? But it's just something you do, isn't it?
We got bought that stuff though as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, they can only wear so much and then they grow, so people buy you bigger and then we just had it.
Yeah, we did have so much. Yeah, whereas now, like Nelly obviously needs winter clothes, she needs summer clothes, and yeah, she's constantly needing new clothes, new pyjamas, now
her feet
knickers.
grow every single day.
Yeah.
Like, a whole size.
Yeah, like you can't just buy your child like, well, I just wouldn't. I know you can, but like obviously people can do this, but I always want to get like a variety of shoes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want like 2 or 3 pairs.
Yeah, because trainers wouldn't go with like every outfit, same as boots wouldn't. So, yeah.
And like Primark's obviously been shut, and I literally love Primark. Like I would get Nelly shoes from there, so she has like more pairs, because they're like so cheap as well. Like just for like running around in, but obviously that's shut. So yeah, like a lot of online, but we absolutely love like Zara for Nelly.
Yeah.
River Island Children is cute, like H&M Kids is really nice as well, but Zara is our favourite. But I think that's like the main expense, isn't it? It's then toys, like birthday and Christmases, they get like more expensive. Obviously that's down to you, isn't it? Like how much you can afford and how much you want to spend.
Obviously now like holidays and even like meals out now, like probably before lockdown and stuff, we wouldn't have paid for a meal for Nelly.
Oh yeah, no, probably.
Whereas now it's like...
No, do you know what we did? When we've helped out to eat out, we bought her a meal. But obviously that was like 50% off.
Yeah, but so say like before, we only went out a few times, but before COVID we wouldn't have...
Yeah, no, we wouldn't.
Got her a meal.
Yeah, so that's the thing, you then... even
holidays now,
even like days out and stuff now, I think she'd be like a child's price.
Yeah, I think under 3 is probably the like highest a kid goes up to for free. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so this summer's probably going to be an expensive one, ain't it? When the restaurants open.
Yeah.
And all like the zoos and stuff, yeah, it will. So yeah, I think this is like the most expensive age, and I think it probably just gets worse.
Worse from here, yeah.
I don't know how people have like 4 kids. Like, imagine having to clothe 4 kids. Feed 4 kids.
But I thought at this age, like her clothes says 3 to 4, but it don't last a year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it don't last till she's 3 and 4.
Yeah, no.
Like, she's not even 3 yet, and she's in 3 to 4, sometimes 5
but we
to 6.
get bored of clothes as well. Like it is probably, no, do you know what? It is probably us as well. Like your child probably will be fine with the same clothes, but we get bored of them, and I want new clothes for her because I love clothes myself. So
she's actually tall. Like she puts something on and it's short on her. Like she does actually grow out of a lot of her stuff.
Yeah, she does grow out of it. We don't just not use it. But yeah, it is like her length, isn't it? Like a top, yeah, but even her tops, and they're
she's like
belly.
tall and skinny.
Yeah.
I think she gets that from me. I'm 6 foot. No, what am I? 8 foot. Yeah, not 6 foot. That's well small.
Well, actually, I wonder how tall they reckon you actually are.
To be honest, I reckon they think I'm tall.
Yeah, I do. But actually, sitting up, I look tall.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But because I'm small, like, I think people don't actually realise my height. Because when I watch YouTubers...
Yeah, I think people think you're tall as well.
Yeah. Like, when I watch YouTubers, I always think, oh, they look really tall. And then
Guess
they
our
say...
heights in the comments.
Yeah.
Let's see what you think we are.
I say on my hauls, though.
Alright.
Yeah, but guess Ross's.
Don't cheat.
Yeah, if you haven't seen my hauls, then yeah, guess in the comments. Yeah, anyway, we're going to end the video here. I think this is actually a pretty long one.
These ones always are, aren't they?
Yeah,
they ramble.
Yeah, but thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you're not already, then please do hit the subscribe button, and please like the video if you did enjoy it. Don't forget to comment what you think our heights are, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
I know you've heard it all before, but you are the love of my life. I knew when you came through the door that you are the love of my life.